All right, I've got exactly 8:30, guys. Of course, my computer now starts doing all this crazy stuff right as we kick it off. So want to welcome everybody to tonight's webinar. My name's Gary Stern. I'm a former physical therapist, former pharmaceutical rep, and we're going to get into a little bit of that story. But tonight you're here to learn more about the LifeVantage Opportunity and what it means for you and for your family. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Again, my name's Gary Stern. I'm based out of Melbourne, Florida, down on the east coast of Florida, near Cape Canaveral and Cocoa Beach. I've been in this business now for going on a few years, but I didn't start off immediately with LifeVantage. My background is I was a physical therapist for about 6 years, and I took care of professional athletes from all over the world. It was a fun job, one that led me into my next career, which was pharmaceutical sales. I had treated a girl in physical therapy. She told me about pharmaceutical sales. I needed something where I could take care of my mom back in Florida, and that seemed to be the answer. But after doing that for about 10 years, a lot changed in that industry, and they began cutting our pay, increasing the size of our territory. And bottom line was I had to sit by the phone every 6 months just to see if I still had a job or not. It's definitely not a very comfortable way to live, very stressful at times. It was not as rewarding as I thought it was going to be. I mean, at the same time, I thought I was going into the healthcare industry. It really truly was what I called a sick care industry. We were waiting for people to get sick so that we could then take care of them. We could give them some medicine to maybe make them feel a little bit better, but it wasn't getting to the root of the problem. I didn't feel fulfilled, and I really, truly wanted to make a difference. So I started thinking, what else is out there that I could do? I opened a bike shop with some friends. That was great, but that didn't provide the income for me to be able to take care of my family, right? I'm married. I have a son. So I wanted to be that dad. I wanted to make a difference in the world, but I also wanted to be that dad, meaning I wanted to be present. My mom was a single mom. She raised me from the time I was 8 years old until I went off to college. And she worked. She worked a lot of hours. And I missed out on a lot of time because she might miss a ball game or a practice, or I might have to go home and unlock the door and let myself in like a latchkey kid. And I started asking myself, there has to be a better way than the way that I've been doing this. At about that same time where I'm at my wit's end trying to think of where am I going to go next in my career or my profession, a good friend of mine, Simon Kessler, introduced me to a product called Protandim. And that's what really got me interested in this LifeVantage journey to begin with. You're going to hear me say numerous times, if the product doesn't make sense, the business isn't going to make sense. So I want everybody to understand that I was a product person first. I saw the value in this product. In fact, the way it was introduced to me was to watch an ABC investigative news report. And initially I didn't watch it. But then Simon said that he's sharing it with only a few of his elite athletes. I'm a former professional and amateur bicycle racer. And I said, sure, I'll take a look at it. And he said, I'm going to send you a clinical study. Now that spoke volumes to me. Being a former physical therapist and a pharmaceutical rep, this product actually has clinical studies, not just one, but multiple studies behind it. I took a deeper look, and the rest is history. So that was about 5 years ago. That was March 17th, 2011. So what we're going to talk about today is how LifeVantage allows you the opportunity to feel better, to look better, and ultimately at the end of the day, to live better when it comes down to it. So what do we mean by that? Feel better, look better, live better. Well, we're going to look at 6 components. The first component is the company. Anytime you're evaluating an opportunity, you've got to look at the company. And our company is very transparent, publicly traded on NASDAQ. When I did my research, being a former stock investor, I actually still am a stock investor, but having a lot of experience looking at stocks, it was easy for me to see that the company was poised for massive growth. And in fact, in our first 4 years of changing from a retail company over to a network marketing company, so you guys heard it, we were research and development, then ABC video comes out, then we get the product on the shelves of GNC, and then we went into network marketing. So we've only been in this arena now for a total of 6.5 years. But in the first 4 years, we hit $200 million a year in sales. Guys, I'm telling you, this thing is a rocket. It's taking off, but it makes sense. As we dig deeper, you're going to understand why. So the company checked out. They have experienced management. We have some of the top names in the business. That's also attracted sponsorship deals. So we did a sponsorship deal with Real Salt Lake. It's a 10-year deal. We're about 2 years into it, where we're the title sponsor for one of the top football. Yes, football. I know you guys call it soccer. The rest of the world calls it football. One of the top football teams in the world. These are the things that attract top industry earners. They want to know that the company is stable, led by management that knows what they're doing, and that's getting the name out by uplisting us to NASDAQ, in addition to some of the other factors that you're going to see in just a second. So, guys, realize this thing is starting to take off rapidly. Now, what are other things you need to look at? What's the second component? And that's trends. We have some trends that are not favorable trends, not positive trends, but they're favorable for our business model. That's that 3/4 of Americans are literally living paycheck to paycheck. In fact, more and more studies come out. Yesterday, I saw one that said the average, I think it said 39% of U.S. citizens make $20,000 per year or less, and 73% make $50,000 or less. So most people don't have any month left at the end of the money, any money left at the end of the month. They have month left at the end of the money. Add in that most 65-year-olds, most people that are at an age where they should start considering retiring, looking at really enjoying their grandkids, traveling, doing the things they want to do, that they're at an age where they only have $42,000 saved. And when you add all these factors together, you realize why this is the perfect storm for network marketing, to earn an extra $200, $300, $400 a month. People are already spending billions to look and feel and perform at their best. So you've got baby boomers with lots of money to spend, but a whole bunch of other people that haven't put away enough for saving. So it's a perfect storm for product users and product users who get paid by sharing this information with other people. I hope that part makes sense to you. Add in that 70% of millennials want to work for themselves. So a question we get asked all the time is, yeah, but I don't think anybody wants to do one of those types of businesses. Well, take a look. There's 100 million people doing these businesses globally at $182 billion a year in sales. You can combine all of the major league sports teams, all the major league sports leagues, NHL, Major League Baseball, football, basketball, add in the recording music industry and the Motion Picture Association, and all of that doesn't total $182 billion globally. We're paying out $200 million a day in commission. So for these people that are trying to create jobs, or they're losing their jobs to technology, or because their employer, quite frankly, can't afford them any longer, this is an opportunity for people to get some of those dollars back into their pockets. And it's also a fantastic opportunity for women because women just naturally share as it is. So I said at the beginning that the business wouldn't make sense unless the product makes sense, right? So we have products that are unique, consumable, category creating. What does that mean? You can't buy them in stores. They're not available from other businesses, right? Other companies don't have products. I hear all the time, well, is this product like Protandim? Is like no other product you've ever seen before. It's consumable, which sets up a recurring revenue stream on a month-to-month basis. So whether you're just interested in taking the products or you're interested in building a business, realize this is something that you're going to want to stay on because you're going to want to be at your optimal health at all times. And category creating, we are the market leaders so that we have that complete approach inside and out to anti-aging and wellness. We've got science backing everything up. You can go to pubmed.gov. That's where doctors go. That's the National Institute of Health. Or you can go to LifeVantage.com, look on our science tab, and read all about what's backing our products. And when we talk about patents, Protandim has 6 in the U.S., 2 outside the U.S. Add in the fact that we have a new patent that was just issued on True Science about a week ago. And guys, we're in for the ride of our lives. We have patent protection for the next 20 to 25 years on what we have our hands on here. So let's do a quick video. This is going to go into Protandim a little bit for you. Hopefully it plays. If for some reason it doesn't, let's see. Oh, got the little spinny thing going. So give me just a second here, guys. That worked properly. There we go. Well, Tell you what, the video itself doesn't look like it's going to play. So what we'll do is we'll summarize a little bit here. One more slide. So give me just a second. What the video would show you is the mechanism by which Protandim works. Bottom line is your body produces free radicals. It produces damage all day long. Billions and billions and trillions and trillions and trillions of free radicals are produced every day from eating and external pollution, breathing, heavy exercise. All of those things create damage to our cells. And the way that Protandim works is it activates NRF2. NRF2, it's simple, guys. It's a protein. It goes into your cell, into the nucleus, and tells your cell to produce more survival genes. What Washington State University recently said about NRF2 is that it may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. That's huge. When you couple with that's the primary way that Protandim works. It activates NRF2. So if NRF2 is that important and plays a role, and oxidative stress is associated with tons and tons of different conditions and diseases and problems associated with aging, it would make sense that Protandim would help slow that cellular aging process. And that's indeed what they found in the clinical studies. A second study there you see from Biogen compared Protandim to some of the other pharmaceutical products, because people ask all the time, why is this not a pharmaceutical? Bottom line is pharmaceutical companies are trying to synthetically do what Protandim does naturally, and it's the most potent inducer of that NRF2 gene that we talked about earlier, that protein that we talked about earlier. So at the bottom, at the end of the day, we have something that's the most powerful activator of NRF2. It's all natural, and it's proven to reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. That's what we're hanging our hat on. That right there is our flagship product. Nobody else, there's no other product that can make that claim to reduce oxidative stress. What does that mean in layman terms? That's cellular damage or cellular aging. Imagine slowing the cellular aging that's going on in your body by 40% and doing that in as little as 30 days. That's what Protandim does. It does it by the mechanism that you see on the right-hand side. Instead of taking handfuls and handfuls of antioxidants and all these other supplements, why not just help your body make more of its own? Do what it was supposed to do naturally. And that's what Protandim does, creating its own enzymes in the body. Your body producing its own enzymes that get rid of the cellular damage at a far greater rate than anything you can take externally. I hope that makes sense. External antioxidants and all those problems over, or all those supplements over here barely put a dent in the problem. When the world finds out there's a better way to make your own, and all of it is backed by science, there's an ABC investigative news report there. Write that link down, ABC Live It, and go check it out. See what John Quinones and ABC Investigative News had to say about it. You'll see that slide over there on the left-hand side. These are all the areas where Protandim has already been featured, all over the place on major networks, PubMed, National Library of Medicine, multiple university studies, Elliott Crescent Medal given to our founder who helped found the product in the first place. It's approved for athletes to use. So all across the board, you can tell this is my baby. This is the one that helped me sleep better within a couple weeks. Within 4 weeks, I was waking up energized, and within 6 weeks, breaking power records on my bike because I was able to recover faster than I've ever been able to recover before. What's it going to do for you? I don't know. It's whatever you're looking for to improve your overall health and wellness. Don't take Protandim because of what you're going to feel. Take it to make the cells last longer. The same way you put your food into a refrigerator to make it last longer, that's what Protandim does for your cells. We have it in a canine health version as well. So it's the same active ingredients plus collagen and omega-3. So you can see there, it reduces oxidative stress in your pets because they age faster. Well, let's say all that sounds great, but you want to actually see something. You want to see results. Take a look at the screen there and look at the results that you see from using True Science. And that's just within 4 weeks worth of use. Noticeable improvements within 4 weeks. Actually, those pictures, I'm sorry, those are at 8 weeks worth of use. But you'll see there that the fine lines and wrinkles are gone. So that's Protandim for the outside because the skin is the largest organ in the body, susceptible to some of the most extreme damage, oxidative stress damage that's out there. Again, we have a patent now on that true science system so that people can't copy it. It's proven to slow the cellular aging of your skin. If 2 months is too long for you or 28 days is too long for you, how about 3 minutes? And if you look at the bottom of the screen, that's exactly what you see there with the microlift. You can see the model before and after using it. In fact, that lady was just a volunteer who came up during a session when they were first testing out the microlift. She now works for LifeVantage because she fell in love with our products. It's crazy the way that happens. And you'll see Charisse used it only on one eye there. So that microlift, if you need to see results. Also, if you have people that want to see results, what about weight management? People spend billions to look their best, to lose weight, not only to look good, but also for health reasons, right? To lower blood pressure and blood sugar and all the other things that go along with maintaining an optimal weight. And Physique is that healthy weight management platform. It's intelligent weight management with a 4-step process that has patented ingredients and is proven to produce results. And again, people that need to see results, take a look at the before and afters. The pictures don't lie. This is using Physique for as little as 45 days. Or I'm sorry, as little as 30 days or as long as 45 days in each of these cases. So amazing results, whether you're a male or a female, phenomenal results. Couple it with diet and exercise, and the sky's the limit to get back to that healthy weight. And it's safe and effective to use every day. Now, you're also going to have people that say, well, that's great. Protandim helps me be healthier. I can look better with True Science or Physique, but I need to feel something. And for people that need to feel something, we have Axio. People are already spending billions of dollars on coffee, tea, energy drinks, all that stuff that's really not good for you. It has artificial flavors, colors, things in there that you just shouldn't use on a day-to-day basis. Instead, Axio is natural, guilt-free, physical, mental energy. Low carb, no artificial flavors, color sweeteners. Bottom line is it tastes amazing. It'll give you that focus and concentration that you're looking for. And if you need to feel something, take that green flavor there, the caffeinated version, put 2 of them in a bottled water and drink it, and tell me if you don't feel something in 10 minutes. You'll feel that rush of energy, like you can get so much accomplished throughout your day. So when you're looking at this, who can you think of that would be interested in at least one or more of these unique products? And when I sat there and did the math in my head, I knew with Protandim alone, I was going to be on it. My wife was going to be on it. My father-in-law, my aunt, my mom's best friend. I could think of all these people. And it was at that point I made the decision to jump into the business. Now, what makes the business worth your while? It's simple, guys. Don't look at this crazy, complicated slide and get confused. Just look at the left-hand side and look at the Smart Start bonus that's paid weekly. When you start somebody into this business as a distributor, right? They're a product user that's also getting compensated to share the products with others. You're going to earn 50% on whatever product they buy up front in their distributor pack. If they choose to just be a customer, that's awesome. You're going to earn 30% up front on the products that they buy. Now, the real money, when I fell in love with network marketing, I should say, what I fell in love with was the residual income side. Guys, imagine doing the work once and continuing to get paid month after month, week after week. And that's what happens with a residual income stream. You share this information with people one time, they continue to reorder it. Remember, it's a consumable product. And when they reorder it on a monthly basis, you're earning a percentage on all of the reorders, not just from the people that you've personally started, but the people that they've started and the people that they've started, whether they're customers or distributors. I have a lot of people concerned and they say, well, yeah, but not everybody wants to be a distributor. You're right. About 80% of my organization is customers at the end of the day. But the beauty of it is those customers continue to reorder month after month. Imagine what would happen if you had to take care of a family emergency, like a friend of mine that had to drop what they were doing in Florida and fly to California to be by the side of their son who was in a near fatal car accident. Both the husband and the wife flew there overnight. Imagine the cost of those plane tickets. What do you tell your boss? Especially not when you take a day or 2 days or a week, but you take 4 weeks off. You don't answer your phone. You don't answer the emails. You take 4 weeks off to be with your family. And imagine that family, their paychecks went up in that month that they did not put the effort in. Why? Because they had already put the work in for 3 years up to that point so that when they needed it, The income continued to come in without having to trade time for money anymore. How about you? If you had to take off a day, a week, a month from your job, would you be able to do it and still have a job waiting for you when you came back? And would the income continue coming in during that time frame? That's what makes this such a powerful business model. There's two other ways we get paid. I'm not going to go into all the details. One is a teamwork bonus, and the other fosters teamwork amongst the whole company so that you share. When you hit the 7, 8, 9, and 10 ranks, the top 4 ranks of our company, one of which that I get to share in is a share of that pie piece as a Pro 7. We share in 1, 2, 3, or 4% of global revenue. Revenue, not profit. So imagine people are buying bottles of product in Japan and Thailand, all over the world where we're in business. And even if I don't have people in those areas, I'm still earning a small percentage on the product that's sold everywhere in the world. The great news for you is you can hit this bonus pool and do it in half the time that I did it in and profit from all the work that we've put in for the last 7 years. You could hit it in the next 6 months and your share is going to be just like mine, despite the fact that I have a 5-year head start on you. That's a powerful bonus when you get your head wrapped around it. Follow up with whoever shared this video with you, and they can go into more depth on our compensation plan. So we've looked at the company, the trends, the products, the compensation. Then there's the how-to. It's all great, but if you don't have a simple system to implement, then it doesn't make sense to most people. They want to know, is it real and can I do it? Or how do I do it? Well, I've already shown you reasons why it's real. Now I'm going to show you how to do it. And we have a proven plan. It's a step-by-step process that shows you exactly how to build your business. The crazy thing is that most of us, like myself, have said no over and over and over again to network marketing. And yet this is our first time and we're having success at the highest levels of the company. And the reason for that is that we plugged in and followed a simple system. We have weekly training calls, monthly and regional trainings, on-the-job training. In fact, this right now is training. Imagine somebody invited you to take a look at this video. Are they having to do all this explanation for you? No. They invited, I'm presenting the information, and you get to make a decision how you want to join us. Imagine your role is like the person who invited you. If you can do what they did and you can share your story and invite somebody to take a look at this, then you can do this business also. Now, we all know there's a major shift in communication habits. People are using technology more and more than they ever have. And so we have new apps that simplify the business. So you can check your numbers. You can look and see how your business is doing. You can send the videos to people, or you can even share things on the social media platforms, because we know social media is a massive giant now. And imagine that makes your database unlimited. You can share this with people all over the world. Just rest assured that we'll continue changing our technology to evolve and keep up with that ever-changing landscape that we're in. So say you do this business and you start earning the compensations. What's in it for you? And this document shows you the actual earnings that distributors made from September of 14 through August 31st, 2015. So it's about not even a year old, this data. And you'll see there that the average Pro 1, that's a rank in the company. We have 1 through 10. 10 is the highest rank that we have in our company. 1 means you've made it to that first step. And what does it mean? Those are all based on dollar volume of product sales. So Pro 1 has $1,000 a month in product volume. They're making $92 a month, and most of that's residual. Now realize if you're looking at that monthly average column, that's like getting a free cell phone every month. What about at Pro 4, $1,000 a month, or even Pro 3, $500 a month? For me, all I wanted to do was get my product free and share it with the people I loved and cared about at the beginning. By the time we got to Pro 3, that was enough for me to buy my wife a new car. That's a car payment right there. Instead of her driving the same car for 13 years, we bought her a brand new car. And as it went along, by the time we hit Pro 6, I realized I had already replaced pretty much all of my day-to-day living expenses, my mortgage, all of my utility payments, car payments, insurance, all those things. And so when you start to realize that, you start thinking, okay, now I can start making the decision to quit doing what I'm doing. And by Elite Pro 7, I was able to leave my job in the pharmaceutical industry after just 2 years of doing LifeVantage. Actually, I left at Pro 6 and hit Pro 7 within 3 years of starting this business. So the last point is the timing. Why do you hear that urgency in my voice? Why do I smile when I say timing? Because that to me was the part where I had a fear of missing out. I had FOMO, F-O-M-O, fear of missing out. I knew that in business, timing is so crucially important. You don't want to be last to the table. You don't want to have the last product in a category. You want to create the category. You want to be first. And this business is no different. And you'll see there, every business goes through this S curve, right? There's the formulation and pioneering, those first 3 to 5 years where you're telling people are asking you, what is it? What is it? What is it? And you're having to tell people, this is what it is. This is what it is. It goes from what is it to this critical mass where things become branded, like my shirt that has an O on it. People know that brand. That's Oakley. It goes from what is it to where can I get it? And that's where that massive momentum or growth occurs. We're pre-momentum. We haven't hit that massive growth curve yet. We don't have enough distributors yet. We don't have enough customers yet. Once we do have enough distributors and customers and our dollar volume's just right and it goes from what is it to where can I get it, you get to ride that wave with us. That's where 80% of the commissions in a business are made. So realize that timing really is everything at the end of the day. So how do you launch your business? It's simple, guys. You have one of 3 choices here. You can definitely choose to join us as a customer. We welcome customers, like I said, 75 to 80% of all of the ID numbers in LifeVantage are customers. But if you're looking to make an extra $200 or $300 a month, or you want to get your products for free, or you want to build a sizable business that's paying you $500, $1,000 a month residually that continues to come month after month, put the work in and it continues to come in. Or maybe even you want to hit one of those higher ranks, then you'll want to choose one of our business packs. Obviously, they move up in cost as you get more product volume in there. The difference is a Vantage pack contains more product than a Freedom pack. It contains some of all of our products. It also contains marketing materials. When you get all of the commissions when you sign up on a Vantage pack. The Freedom pack limits your commissions a little bit. You'll see that in the fine print at the bottom of the page. A Platinum pack takes that one step further. You get not only some of all the samples, but 2 sets of all the products so that you can use them yourself and share them with others. You get samples that you can share. You get the marketing materials. You get a ticket to one of those training events that we were talking about where you learn, you build your belief, you build your inspiration, motivation, whatever you want to call it, but you also learn the nuggets of how to build this business. You see others that have paved the way before you and you learn from them on how to do this. It literally is a business of duplication, following the person that shared this with you, who's following the person that shared it with them, et cetera, et cetera. And you'll see there the various commissions you earn as you build this business. I will say this, your business grows twice as fast with a Vantage pack as it does with the Freedom pack, and 4 times as fast with a Platinum pack because of the product volume that's in there. That product volume is what allows you to rank advance. It's also where the commissions are paid on. So I hope that part makes sense. I thank you for joining us this evening. I know I went through things quickly. I had promised everybody we would limit it to 30 minutes. We're coming up right now on 29 minutes, so I'll leave you with this. Nothing's more expensive than a missed opportunity. Thank you for tuning in and taking a look at this opportunity this evening. Go back and thank the person that shared it with you. Let them know where you're at. Maybe you're a 5 out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. Maybe you're a 9 out of 10 and you're ready to go. You're ready to get started today. Maybe on the other hand, you're only a 2 or a 3 out of 10. There's a little interest there, but you need more information. Get back with them, because the last thing you want to do is miss this opportunity because you have unanswered questions that you haven't been able to get answered yet. So thank you for joining us. We welcome you to join us here in the LifeVantage Opportunity. And guys, the sky's the limit. Thanks again. Have a great evening.